Hi, my name is Jason, and I'm just going to quickly today show how to add Neo4j's MCP server to Claude Desktop. So once you got Desktop running, this is what you'll see. If you go up to the left to Claude's settings, and in the settings dialog screen, just select Developer. And then if you haven't already set up an MCP server, just click Edit Config. This will bring it up in your Finder. And then I'm going to open this with Sublime today. And this will be empty. So what you do is you just copy and paste the settings from the MCP server. So here, this is the from the Pypi entry for MCP Neo4j Cypher. So copy this and put it into that config file. So this is pointing to a local host. So I have a local Neo4j database up and running. All right, so this is got some data I've put in earlier. So this is data extracted from several podcasts from my colleague Jennifer Reif, and I was testing using Assembly AI's entity detection to pull out data and then put it into Neo4j. So this is data from 3 of her podcasts. Okay, so I've got an active database. I'm just going to add my password for this local instance. Save it, go to Claude, and to get this to work in Claude, you have to shut down Claude and restart it. And it should run, and you can double check it's connected by going back to Settings, Developer, and seeing here. You can see Neo4j Aura is running. Fantastic. So here, just to check, I can say, how many nodes are in my database. And because I have no other tools, database tools, Claude will figure it out that it needs to talk to the Neo4j instance. This will come up a lot, right? So basically asking permission to read from an MCP server. Now there's no always allow, so you're just gonna have to keep clicking on this allow for this chat. Unless anybody knows of a setting to just make that permanent. 126 nodes in my database, and I can double check that by going to the database and do match and turn count and 126. Great, we got a match. Fantastic. Now, probably something more interesting is I can ask questions of the data in the database. I should have asked, who are the people mentioned in the database? Pretty good. Okay, so here we see it's got 2 people, right? Jennifer Reif, who's my colleague, and then Jennifer Wright, who is not mentioned in the actual podcast. And we can see if we take a look at the data here. So if I look for Jennifer Wright, so right here, Jennifer Wright, and let's see if I can zoom on this a little bit. So if I can pull this out far enough, so it is mentioned at 16, so at about the 17-second mark, she is mentioned. So I can confirm, like, oh, is a Jennifer actually mentioned, a different Jennifer? So I can copy this. I'll go to back to the original podcast, paste this, and remove the name here. Run the podcast, and right at the 17-second mark, which you may not be able to hear.
News snippets and more in short time blocks. I'm your host, Jennifer Reif.
Okay, so I can see here, or I can hear here, that she is mentioning herself and not another Jennifer. So what I can do is I can ask Claude to actually fix that. Jennifer Wright is actually Jennifer Reif. Oops. Move all relationships to that node to Jennifer Reif's node, then delete the wrong node. Okay, so I'm being overly explicit here, but I just want to make sure it does the right order of operations. Okay, so it made some attempt earlier that was incorrect. And fortunately, Claude is going through the process of kind of troubleshooting itself. This is going a little bit faster than I can double check. The problem or the complexity here is it's trying to figure out all the relationships that are going to the Jennifer Wright node. This shouldn't be that. Well, let's see. Okay, so it says it finished. So we can go back to the database here, and what I can do here is look specifically for person name nodes. And I can see I've only got Jennifer Ray. So that's it. That's an example of how to add a Neo4j MCP server locally to a Claude Desktop app, and an example of how you can interface with a Neo4j database without needing to know Cypher yourself. All right, happy coding, and see you in the next one.